audience will probably benefit the most. But here goes the first one. Anytime somebody comes up to me, and this is largely, I don't want to stereotype, but it's mostly Indians, but they come up to me and they basically say, you know what, give me an idea. I just want that idea. If you give me that idea, they almost are obsessed with this idea that all it takes is this light bulb, and as soon as this light bulb happens, apparently you're going to get rich. And, I sometimes basically, came up with an answer saying, hey, if I had a great idea, why'd I give it to you, right? But the typical mindset, I think, that, and to the people that are in business probably will resonate with me and connect that it's all about the execution. But going back to it, the myth of an idea is still a myth, right? How did you come up with that idea? First of all, let me go ahead and say all three of my companies, I am not that smart to come up with the idea. All I did is look at an idea and realize, how can I go ahead and out-execute this person and do it better, and then innovate. So you can say I copied an idea and I just did it better, but here's the thing. That might sound bad, but let's take a look at some of the biggest companies in the world today. Let's take a look at Google, for example. Google didn't invent search. Before Google, there was Yahoo. Before Yahoo, there was AltaVista. Before AltaVista, there was InfoSeek. There was all these different companies out there. Even look at Facebook today, one of the biggest internet companies today. And before Facebook, there was MySpace. Before MySpace, there was Friendster. All of these different iterations of social networking existed before. So this goes to the universal theme that, the person who gets it first doesn't matter. It's all about the person who gets it right. And 1% of the journey is just the idea. 99% is all in the execution of it. So one of my strategies have always been with ClickAgents, Blue Lithium, with Radium1 is the fact that I launched the product, I got it to parity, I innovated then as the final step to separate from the pack. And that's really been the formula for most of the companies in the space. Keep the blinders off. Be open to change. Don't be obsessed on one direction or an idea. It will change. And if you get attached or obsessed with that idea, you're forcing something to survive. Take the blinders off. Look around. Don't be afraid to go off in all sorts of directions, since that's where you might just find the most unusual and promising ideas. So I remember my first presentations I did at ClickAgents and Blue Lithium. And I had all these different ideas of all I wanted to do, but they were really essentially slideware. It was basically just like an artist has like a painting, it was basically my painting. PowerPoint's every entrepreneur's sketch point that you can basically imagine. And some of the things that I wanted to do didn't end up becoming true, just because they just didn't work. But I was open to the idea of change. I was open to the idea of realizing that, I have to constantly challenge myself to go ahead and make something different. Because if I do that, that's where I will go ahead and come up with the most successful company. Now, even a primer example is the fact that when I decided to get back into the business and I started G-Wallet, which is a product, it originally was a consumer-facing coupon site. Tried it out for a month, realized it didn't get traction, completely changed it into social gaming, and boom, became a multi-million-dollar business months after. So that basically tells you that how even a third-time entrepreneur can sometimes make mistakes, but it's not really mistakes. It's really a launching pad, right? And as soon as you're able to go and realize what sticks, what resonates, what goes forward, you hit the accelerator button and you go for it.